Good afternoon, Islander fans. This is Denise Carl, New York Islanders 7th woman.
I'm Anthony Curatolo of the Hockey Guys.
And we're here at IceWorks, the Islanders practice facility and their hockey academy. And we are here to talk to you today about...
Let's not get discouraged, New York Islanders.
That's right. No discouragement in this upcoming 2-game road trip that is taking along the fathers. We have the fathers again on the road trip. They know they love to have a good time. They usually play better with their fathers here because, everybody is, up and it's a good thing. So we're hoping no one's going to get discouraged. We even have some good news that was given to us by Stephen Herman from Isles Nation, who was here today at practice.
Thank you, Stephen.
Found out.
Well, we know that Radek Martinek and Andy Sutton have been having some off-ice workouts.
Yep.
Which is good news on the front for the New York Islanders.
Absolutely, absolutely. Getting people back from injury is always good. Still not too sure about Doug Weight, right?
We don't have any word on him yet, so let's not get discouraged.
Right. No, let's not get discouraged. Also, going into Atlanta, we're not quite sure who's going to be taking Franz Nielsen's place at center or whether or not Franz is actually going to be playing. Still is a possibility. We know that we have extra centers, and it could be Robbie, it could be Blake. It's all based on who is going to work the hardest for Scott Gordon.
Who shines out through practice.
Yep, and today, according to Steven, Blake was doing a really, really good job. So, don't know if Robbie is ever going to get out of the press box.
Will that number 13 stand tall or not?
Should have never taken that number, ever.
On for the discouragement, we got to talk a little bit about the Atlanta Thrashers.
Wow.
The Islanders really need to play a disciplined game with Atlanta, in Atlanta, especially being on the road.
Yes.
Atlanta's a very hot team right now.
Absolutely.
I know you had mentioned to me earlier that they're 10-0.
Yep, 10-0 when they score first. So the key to the game for Thursday is don't let them score first.
And that top line of the Russian trio, Afinigenov, Antropov, and Kovalchuk has been on fire as of late as well. So shut them down, play a disciplined game, but score first. If the Islanders score first, it could be a good situation for them.
It could be a very good situation. However, we also know that the Atlanta Thrashers lead the NHL in third period goals, which seems to be a problem for us.
Where we are falling behind, even with the lead going into the third period. It's like third period nightmare all season long, and we can't figure out what to do.
Yep. So right now, the Atlanta Thrashers have 38 goals in against 13 in the third. So this is going to be a very scary game. It's really one to watch for Thursday. Then, of course, we have Saturday's game against Tampa Bay.
Who have a dominant power play.
Very dominant.
Something we don't have. Another thing that we need to do against both teams is make sure that 5-on-3 doesn't pop up out of nowhere, which seems to be a common theme.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? I have a great quote here from Rick Tocchet that says, "Everybody wants the shot, everybody wants the pretty goal, but every now and then you have to get the ugly one to win it." Great idea. We'll take ugly goals, right?
I'll take quite a few of them over the next 2 games, that's for sure. And the only other thing I'd really like to mention, I know I harp on it all the time.
Oh no, he's harping.
You gotta give Rolly both starts. You have a game off in between.
Okay.
You have a game off in between. You have to give Rollis and both starts. Nothing against Biron. I said it in my last blog about the Islanders that I'm giving Biron all the credit in the world. They're not performing for him.
Right.
With that being said, Gordon's got to give a little bit more of a consistent edge to the number one. Give Rolly both starts and go from there. You can give Biron this next start after that. That'd be fine. Give Rolly a break. But you have a day off in between both games. Make your number one play as a number one.
Oh, that's going to be a very interesting thing to watch. We're really not sure who's going to be in net, but we know that they're going to be 2 very, very good games. We did talk about discipline. You just mentioned it. I asked Scott Gordon about discipline, and he said, well, the biggest problem that they might have with discipline is the fathers. So I don't know what they're going to worry about, but I guess they're going to have a very good time.
Not that I am a father, but I remember when my dad was at games, I played my butt off and made sure to stay out of the box, because if I didn't, there was no dinner that night, I'll tell you that much.
All right, so this should be a very, very, very good 2-game road trip. It should be a lot of fun. I hope you're watching. We'll see you again soon, okay?
Go Isles.
Go Isles.